Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to add access tokens and refresh tokens to a .NET MAUI app. These tokens allow your app to authenticate users securely and stay logged in without constantly asking for the password. We'll continue from the project we built in the previous video. You can find that video pinned in the comments. Now let's update the auth response model. This model will now include both the access token and the refresh token, along with their expiry times. It represents the response we receive from the server after a login or a token refresh. Next, let's create an interface called iTokenStore inside the Services folder. This interface hides the details of how the tokens are stored, making it easy for us to switch to another storage method later without changing the rest of our code. Inside this interface, we'll define save async, load async, and clear async. Save async saves the latest tokens, load async retrieves them, and clear async clears everything when the user logs out. Next, create a new class named TokenStore inside the Services folder. This class will implement the iTokenStore interface. Here we define four constant keys to store the access token, its expiry time, the refresh token, and the refresh token's expiry time. We use these keys to read and write values in secure storage. The clearAsync method removes all token values from secure storage and returns a completed task. The loadAsync method reads the access token, the refresh token, and both expiry times from secure storage, then converts the saved date strings back into datetime values and returns everything as a single tuple. The save async method stores the latest token information by saving the access token and its expiry time in UTC ISO format, then saving the refresh token and its expiry time in the same format, ensuring all token data is stored safely and consistently. Now open the iAuth service interface and add refresh async, which requests a new access token from the server, and log out async, which clears all tokens on the device. Let's go ahead and open the auth service class. First, we inject iTokenStore into the constructor so the service can save, load, and clear tokens. Next, we'll update login async so it also stores the refresh token. The method sends the username and password to the server by building a JSON request and posting it to the login endpoint. If the server responds with 401, we simply return null. For any other errors, ensure success status code will throw. After that, we read the response, deserialize it into an auth response, and save the tokens if everything is valid. Logout async simply clears all stored tokens by calling clear async. Refresh async attempts to obtain a new access token using the current refresh token. It first checks whether the refresh token exists and is still valid. If it's missing or expired, we return null. Otherwise, we send it to the refresh endpoint, and if the server responds successfully, we save the new tokens and return them. Let's open the authorized handler class to enable automatic token usage. First, we use the early variable as a 5-second buffer to refresh the access token before it actually expires. Then we inject iAuth service and iTokenStore into the constructor so the handler can request new tokens and save them when needed. In the send_async method, before every request, we check if the access token is about to expire. If the refresh token is still valid, we call refresh_async to get a new access token. Then we attach the current access token as bearer to the request header. Finally, we send the request without retrying on 401, leaving that behavior to the caller. Let's open the MAUI program class and register a single token store for the entire app. Now let's test it. You can set breakpoints to observe the flow and verify everything works correctly. Let's run the app, log in with a valid account, and call any protected endpoint. You should receive a 200 OK response, and the tokens will be saved to secure storage. After calling the API, wait about 2 minutes for the access token to expire. When it expires, the app will automatically use the refresh token to request a new access token and a new refresh token. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.